Hello guys, DJ Aaron here. Something has occurred to me making this video. Um, you guys are probably thinking, what am I doing a video at 1:39 in the morning? Well, can't sleep, can't really sleep, and you know, what better way to do scave off boredom is to do kind of a video like this. So, this topic is pretty much how can you use a turntable like this on a stereo system like this? Well, you have to have a phono preamp, which I do have one. It's back there. As you guys can see, it's way back there, right behind the CD changer. And how does that work? Well, it sends the signal from this magnetic cartridge through the preamp, which then in turn takes that phono signal, pushes it through a line level current, and then back into the receiver here. As you can see, there's a number of plugs. So you have to have it set to ground, because if you don't have it set to ground, you're going to get hum and buzz all over the place, and you do not want that. So as you can tell, on this receiver I have it set to CD. Now you can use any input. You can use tape, you could use video 1, video 2. Anything that uses a line source you can actually do. Now my receiver was in surround mode, but I put it back into stereo mode because I love listening to records in pure stereo. So it had dawned on me, since I don't use the turntable in my setup very much, why not move it over here? So I did that, hooked it all up and everything. I had to sacrifice a cable for the IDJ3, but I got it working. Which the IDJ3 has just the standard 1/4 inch plugged into the headphones and then back of the mixer that way. So back to this video. So I hooked this up. It works pretty well, but there is a single flaw with this preamp. At high volumes, if you're listening to it in between tracks, there is a hum and a buzz. Well, not necessarily a buzz, but just a hum. Well, when RCA constructed this, they didn't ground things a little bit better than they should have. And that is just the flaw of the manufacturer. It's not a flaw of the turntable itself. But it still sounds pretty decent, minus the hum that I hear. And that's usually when I have the subwoofer turned on. Now if I have the subwoofer turned off, it's pretty quiet. You don't really hear it. So I hooked up this turntable, and after all this time, the preamp actually sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty clean and clear, and makes the vinyl sound pretty decent. So it will work with any cartridge, any magnetic cartridge. I happen to have got a DJ one on there, which is, don't worry, it's a conical stylus, so it's not going to ruin your records. If you have an elliptical stylus and you track it at 3 grams, then guess what? You're out of luck. You're out of luck with that. But since it's a conical spherical stylus, it will make your records last longer. So it doesn't have a defined tip, opposed to an elliptical stylus. A spherical and a conical shaped stylus is pretty much curved. It's actually kind of sits up in the groove more, but still pretty good. Now I'm gonna do a bit of a sample of this record, just kind of at low volumes here, and you know, keep in mind that it does sound pretty decent. And that is the preamp that you hear. Well, anyways, oops, you guys kind of get the idea of that. That was a little bit of Slade off of the Warner Brothers Slade in Flames original soundtrack recording. So I was playing cut 1 off of side 2. It's far, 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 far away. 3 minutes and I'm guessing 3 minutes and 37 seconds. And I only played a little bit of that, so I don't want to get nabbed for copyright. So yeah, if you're gonna hook up a turntable like this to a system like this with no dedicated phono preamp, well, you need a phono preamp, no doubt, but without a preamp built in, I mean, you can go for something like this in the back. It's a cheap RCA preamp, but it does do good for what it is. So anyways, guys, that is it for this video. Peace out and practice and enjoy. And yeah, it's good to have the vinyl again. I love listening to vinyl, and yeah, I love using this turntable because it's a good turntable to use, and you know, it's just an all-out great turntable. Anyways, peace out, guys, and practice and enjoy.